Hello everyone, this is Dragonfire 00002 aka Dragonfire aka Dragon aka Percy, and this is the Consuming Shadow. Apologies for my voice, it's a little hoarse right now, but it shouldn't bother, hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. So I've unlocked both the characters. There might be more actually, I don't know. I've never completed the game as the Ministry yet, but we're going to play the run with the Scholar. And we're going to see what happens. See if I do well. This game is, for those of you who don't know, this game is very Lovecraftian in nature. And it's all about sort of trying to save the world from this kind of, one of the old gods is returning. You have to stop it, but you don't know who it is and you don't know what the ritual is. So you got to figure it out. And we have amazing options of killing ourselves so we can journey. Well, let's read this. September 7th, 2015. Something made me check for patterns in the ruins. I don't know why, but I'm glad I did. A massive synchronization is coming, centered on Stonehenge in roughly 60 hours. I know what I must do. Explore places touched by the ancients, assembling clues to piece together the banishment ritual and the identity of the invading god. But I'm not sure how I know this. I have the strangest feeling that it might be because I've already done that. I need to place 4 burst stars. Oh, that is a neat little combo right there. Okay, so this part of the game is just when you level up, you get burst stars, and you place them around on the screen based on where the constellations are, which are randomly generated each game. So right now we have the lion, the chariot, the crab, and the magician all spawn really close to each other, so I can boost my health and sanity. At the same time as also increasing car speed, but I'm trying to get it as good as I can. I think this is going to get it. Bam. So now I'm going to move 6 miles per hour faster, and I've got some more health and sanity in general. And I'm thinking if I do I want to buff these more? Maybe I can buff health a bit. And get a little bit of extra spell chance, because I think the highest you can get is 4. It's more likely to place it in a certain spot. Never mind, I can't find it. So yeah. You could just sacrifice 1% of the spell chance and get a little bit of health. And some car speed. Just trying to get it just as perfect as I can. There we go. So we're going to be moving 9 miles an hour faster. We got plus 26 health, plus 11 sanity, and 2% chance to get more extra, or more likely to get random spells. Oh shit, I had more burst stars, and I missed, I just clicked one right there. Derp. I've been playing as the Minister now for a while, and I don't have as many burst stars as I have. Well, we'll just have to make up for this by doing a higher sanity one. There, so now we get plus 34 sanity. Our car is just going to be fast as hell, with plus 13 miles per hour. And we have plus 27 sanity. We also have this burst star here that doesn't do anything. Whoops. It's fine. We should be fine. We have 60 hours. We got a text from the Ministry of Occultism. Look for intel in cursed towns. Restock at safe towns. Sombro would probably be your best place to start. So over here we have our stuff. This is where all our inventory goes. These are our free equip slots, and then this is where our inventory is. For now, we don't have anything. Oh, this is where we go to figure out our notes to try and figure out the banishment ritual, and to figure out which gods are invading. The banishment ritual is here, and this has its spells. We also get to keep our spells in here. This is our med kit. We don't really use it until we deal damage, but we can go in here and it'll drain a percentage. And this is our illegal drugs, which will temporarily restore sanity, but it slowly drains. Yeah, let's go, let's see, Stoneborough is where we should start, or Somborough, rather. Let's go. We are in the UK. I've never been, so if I mispronounce some of these names of the towns, I apologize. Because I'm pretty sure they're real towns, but I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, we made it. I don't know why I'm looking for there. Enter town. September 7th, 2015, 12:09 p.m. Somborough. A feel a crackling in the depths of the inner ears, and the backs of my palms are itching. This can only mean one thing: magic. I can feel it invisibly flooding the town right up to the tops of the buildings. This town must be home to a rift, one of the tears in the fabric of our universe, through which leads the dark influence of realms beyond. Fortunately, what can be opened by the same corrosive energies can be closed. Let's investigate further. Casting magic has its difficulties, but tracing it is straightforward enough. Just isolate the strands of magical energy, the appearance of otherworldly creatures, then triangulate the point they are all moving from, away from. A simple set of divinations leads me to a fairly newly built community college on the border, where the commercial district meets the suburbs. Another case of students messing with powers they don't understand. I steel myself to enter. Alright, so here's the real game elements. This is my character. I can run. And I've got a gun. I'll be careful with it. I can hit it, and I can shoot, but I have limited ammo, so I'm not going to show off what that looks like. I could cast spells if I knew any of them, but I don't know any right now. Let's see. Moving for the room. So far there was nothing in that last one. We can go up or to the right. I'm going to go to the right. No smoking. No smoking. Oh, here's an enemy. This is a relatively simple enemy. As I get damaged. Okay. I've been gravely... Oh, God! I've never had that happen before. I got a pentagram necklace. Have sanity loss from spellcasting. That's going to be helpful because I have to cast a spell to close the rift. The walls of the cave were absolutely covered in the rune commonly pronounced as again. Each one dabbed in a chalky red paint by what I sincerely hope were human fingers. The rune AGN is closely associated with the color red. So now we can go here and we know that red and AGN like to be together late at night under the starlight. Alright, so this is a locked door. We have free lockpicks. We can try, but it's only 15%. Most doors are only 15%, but you can usually find a keyring just fine. That's an enemy. I got a little scared there. Took him out just fine. I found 2 armor-piercing bullets, perhaps left over some kind of police operation. Who knows, but armor-piercing rounds are going to be really helpful against cultists. I found a set of keys. These should make explosion. Yeah, see, keys. I can unlock this door here, which was previously locked. We have a little mini-map here, by the way. It signifies which doors are locked and which ones aren't. But we have the keys, which will unlock every door from now on in this dungeon, in this one specific dungeon. While not their signature color, the god Kafaf is also shown to have an affinity for the color purple, which is associated with an allied deity in the ancient pantheon. Kafaf is allied with the god associated with the color purple. We can't really put that in. I guess we could. We could put purple and Kafaf, but we don't know if the purple god is the invader. So we'll leave it for now. Looking around, I don't see anything else in this room. So we're gonna head back to the other locked door. There are enemies spawn in rooms you were previously in. See? So there we go. The walls of the cave were absolutely covered in the rune commonly pronounced as a T. Each one daubed in a chocolate purple paint by what I sincerely hope were human fingers. Okay, so now we know that we have something to connect purple with. So purple and the T have something in common. Kafaf likes the purple god, but we don't know if the purple god has even anything to do with this invasion. I found something that looks like a page torn from a diary. Or it looks like a page torn from a diary. Maybe I'll have time to read it once my mission is over. Alright, maybe I will. Exit this door. There's one other place we haven't checked. It's probably where the rift is. Not dealing with you. Alright. My sanity's doing alright, but my health not quite. Purple, purple, all around me purple. Inside my head and scratching at the walls. I can't face the purple anymore. Open up my veins to let the purple out. Alrighty then. So color purple is associated with madness. So we know that. Purple, petite, madness. Red, again. We got a key. We open that. That's the room, alright. Okay, so we know... If you see the runes floating around in there, there's 2 of this one. Yeah. So we cast that spell. I clicked on it twice. Bam! It's closed. I closed it. It was really easy. Once you know what you're doing when you come up against those, it's like that. Most of the engraving was too weathered to read, the full banishment mantra, but the last symbol was almost certainly the symbol petit. I believe my business in this place is concluded. I should head for the exit. Alright, now we know the final one is petit. Alright, so it just said return the clock. Sometimes it'll say run or get away, in which case you have to, you know, run and or get away. We got him. Moving along, and we're almost out of here. You can panic escape by doing this and press escape dungeon, but that lowers your, that takes an hour. And you don't want to really waste an hour trying to get out of a dungeon if you can help it. And we could help it. The town is not immediately approved any more than a flood zone would be simply because the rain has stopped. But my contribution is made and time to move on. Alright, well, we're going to pull this up and get some health back. If that, which is going to help us if we can't decide to cast spells. There's also an event that involves this pentagram necklace. That I've triggered twice now, but I never got a pentagram necklace, I did it. I know Stonesby is a good town, so we can get our wounds patched up and then head to Kill Hill. That's what I'm thinking. Because Kill Hill might not be a good town. I've got sightings of the enemy minions in Ditton that need exterminating. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, fine. Because Ditton is going to be a good town if we get there before it takes over. So I'll head to Kill Hill instead. Keep getting worse. So serious wounding makes you slowly die over time. Kid Hill. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I confronted what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. This is the hospital. There's a discredited doctor operating a backstreet surgery here. They will heal me without question as long as I have the cash. Alright, we're going to treat my bleeding. Which is kind of sucky because now I don't have anything to spend any money on. But hey, at least we're not bleeding to death anymore. To Dinton. Oh, look, it's a sex number, guys. It's a sex number. What is it? This isn't the first invasion by the ancients, and it won't be the last. We'll find a way to survive. It's what we do best. We gain sanity. Sometimes you'll get texts that are just related to sanity or losing sanity. That's the only way, to my knowledge, other than just, I think, some random events where you can gain sanity. But you can also lose sanity that way, because sometimes they'll send you weird texts. And they're very creepy. Anyway, 15:59 p.m. As soon as I arrive, I see creatures of the shadow infesting the streets, attacking wantonly. That's not a word I'm very well aware of, but alright then. The people are making a valiant effort to fight them off, but the struggle could not go either way. I prepare to lend my effort to the resistance. Got him. I found an ancient 9mm with pistol with reusable bullets in one clip in the clip. Sweet. Thankfully, my small contribution has been enough to turn the tide, and I'm able to give my advice on future defense. The local authorities are grateful, and when I none too discreetly mentioned the posted reward, it seemed happy to pay it promptly. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pain and heavy as I blah 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 blah. We have some more money, so we can visit the hospital and refill our empty med kit. And find some supplies. Spend an hour, find supplies. Ooh, we could get that body armor, or we could get some pistol ammo. I think it'll be better for us to have our physical body damage than to have more bullets, because we can find bullets at places. We're probably not going to find body armor. Alright, set destination. Let's head to Sign. It's kind of in the middle there, surrounded by a lot of towns. I flagged down by an unmissably fat woman beside an upturned, wrecked SUV. She screams incoherently until I crouch down and notice that a small child is strapped to the back seat, and judging by the smell, fuel is leaking. Mother is clearly too large to crawl through the vehicle to her son, but I am not. However, the space I need to crawl through is absolutely strewn with broken glass and razors over its components. Once I am satisfied, I slide in and out of the vehicle and rescue the child with comparative ease. Suitably mollified, with a little testy for what she considers the unnecessary delay. The mother rewards me with a handful of money, totaling 14 pounds. We made it to Saw. Well, what's going on here? The people of this town have been... September 7th, 2015, 19:55 p.m. Sawing. The people of this town have been welcoming, perhaps too much so. They smile but rarely blink, and invite me to some private meeting place within minutes of conversation. When pressed, the apparently unaffected people mutter disquieting stories of friends and loved ones returning from meetings with changed personalities. I hear disquieting tales of physical transformations concealed behind clothing and cosmetics. Everything points to some kind of evil consciousness, a dark, controlling presence spirit, buried somewhere out of sight, puppeting and perverting. This is the plot to the Cult of the Reptile God? Or against the Cult of the Reptile God? Anyway. A small amount of surveillance has revealed a pattern to the behavior of the possessed townspeople. I frequently see them coming and going from an ornamental public park that forms the town's centerpiece. I didn't see that, that's right there. The park is severely overgrown, perhaps deliberately, so it is unclear what happened to the people who will go in there. The only way to find out is to mount what may turn into a jungle expedition. Find and exterminate the large creature bewitching this town. Alright. So far, no enemies, but there's usually no enemies on the first time. Alright, let's go this way. The enemies again, we'll just keep going to the right, but we can loop back around later. Once you get the soldier brothers kind of stunned like that, they're pretty easy to take out. Oh, we've got full bullets, which means I may as well start using them. Let's go down first. That's strange. Looks like a page from a diary. Maybe I'll have time to realize my mission is over. This is a dented old cash box here, containing for around 4 pounds of change. Nothing else down there. Wasn't expecting that. As soon as I stopped expecting the enemies, they shot. That caused me to jump a little bit, I must admit. I used 2 bullets to take it out, and I gave it 2 bullets back. That's a corpse. But he lies at my feet, but their body seems to have been ripped open in several places, and the wounds repeatedly violated in unspeakable ways. I didn't mean to go to a forest and show you guys a corpse, but call me Logan Paul, because I just did it. Alright. Trash can. Someone left their king ring here. Hopefully I can open all the doors now. Okay, well there's a door behind it. Oh, that's a bad guy. Alright, I have recovered a small handful of 2 standard and 9mm rounds. I think I was maxed out, so I just wasted that, but oh well. I will be able to go through this locked door. He dropped something. For some reason, perfectly functional lockpick. Day 12. The chieftain's son has contracted a hideous disease that coats him in boils. The wise man's remedy is to chant a word that sounds like Kafaf, apparently the name of a spirit related to illness. Kafaf is the god of disease. So we know something about Kafaf. He's the god of disease. And he might be the invader's ally. If this invader is the... I will say this is a possible invader. Alright. Let's go... This way, that's a bit... Wasted. Found a very old line of blocks. Stuff. Guns. Oh shit! What the fuck? Casey is not attempting to evade. I know you're reading this, scholar. Your actions will have further-reaching consequences than you could possibly imagine. Casey, not an evader. We don't know who Casey is. Okay, it just said return to the garden and say run, which means we're going to go at our own pace. There's no more rooms to explore, so it's not really worth it to walk around too much. And I can't sprint because my leg's broken. You want to try and make sure you don't enter or exit a room without where there's enemies there. Because if you see the enemy and it's still there when you exit, it will you lose sanity for it. Alright. The townsfolk are not immediately better off with the extermination of the creature behind their enslavement. There have been several murders and suicides already as the memories of their actions return. The best thing I can do for them now is leave them to heal. I'm at max health, but my leg still doesn't feel very good. I've got pretty good sanity still. So I'm doing alright. Let's see here. Where do I want to go? Let's go to Waterley. Because I don't have a clue where the old ones are. I should be driving straight to Stonehenge. I don't even know who's invading, which is the whole ritual. Which way did you find £5? Don't ask why. Keep doing what you're doing. Sweet. For 23 bucks. Enter the town of Waterley. The atmosphere is tense here as the news spreads of the darkness infects our neighboring towns. Just besides that, I cannot sense the shadow's influence for now. Alright, let's visit the hospital and get this leg fixed up. And then let's go look for supplies. I don't need that anyway. Let's buy one holy point and then fill up on those. And then return to the car. And we'll head to Alms Row. You know, we're in the UK. I didn't think they sold bullets just so widely, but hey, what do I know? An emergency clinic has been set up in the waiting area of a local hospital to combat the dangers of the shadow. Currently, the beds and supplies are plentiful, but I wonder how long that state of affairs will continue. The doctors here are offered to provide any treatment I require for the donation of £5. You've reached your destination, Alms Row. Enter. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pain, blah 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 blah. That's pointless. Head to Saxport. Actually, let's head to Gorworth. Well, let's head to or so. Special ammo is expensive, but worth fight. All points do more damage, while armor-piercing shots damage multiple targets. Oh, I didn't mean to ignore that. Okay, they were just telling me the lot treasure was invaded. Oh, there instead then. They're already heading in that direction. It's not too hard to keep heading there. Enter the town. The madness that underlies this town appears to be a subtle one, but troubling signs have begun to emerge. Everywhere I investigate, I attract desperate looks from people, as if trying to urgently convey something to me without the people around them suspecting. A number of anonymous notes have been passed to me by various means, some demanding I leave, some revealing details that sicken my soul. There is an evil here, I know it, one so loathsome that it will freeze even the busiest tongue. With an assurance of absolute secrecy, I was able to persuade a rather distraught woman to divulge that her child was gone missing. The other townsfolk insist that she is mad, but their words are less important than the frequent worried glances they make to an ominous-looking office building that looms above the houses. Allegedly, one of the town's major employers. The next avenue of investigation seems obvious. Looking at a missing person, or what remains of them. Looking for a child. So head to the right first. Nothing here. Let's go up. Cultists. Cultists suck. You have to use armor-piercing rounds on them to actually damage them to at least I think. I've been able to kill them with 9mm, but yet I have to be like a specific spot. 9mm usually fire more. Armor-piercing seems to do the quick trick really quick, and I sucks at least at that hollow point. Thinking it was an armor-piercing. Yeah, Jade Rune is with Croshaw here in the purple. We know, I believe we already know that AGN in purple. I guess it's a prayer to the god. Wait, no, Kafaf. Kafaf is allied with the god with purple. So Kafaf is red. Kafaf is AGN. And Kafaf is the god of disease. So we know all about Kafaf then. Maybe. So we'll say possible invader on him. Oh, god damn it. Got him. As you can see, when you try a pick, it gets easier and easier. I decided to use my picks there. Because every dungeon pretty much gives you keys. At some point, I have not been in a dungeon that did not offer me keys. Whilst also having locked doors. Valar is the name of a Cambodian trickster deity, known as the goddess of madness. Devotees were few and short-lived, as Valar's purported nature could flit between hostile, benevolent, and indifferent with no waning or reason. Valar is the god of madness. So we know everything about these two, we just don't know which one's invading. But we know the purple god isn't invading, right? Kazaf is allied of a god. KZ is not invading. None of these gods are related to KZ. We know all about them now, so find out anything about the god who's not invading, or the god who is invading. No. The Aegean rune is inscribed on the wall here in purple. Should act bearer to a god, not necessarily the god perverting this place. It could be intended for an associated deity. Strangely, each of the tribes I've studied independently link the names of Valar and Kafaf, the implication being that the two are close bond, perhaps siblings or consorts or both. So Valara and Kafaf like each other, we already knew that. One of them is invading, have to figure out who. And while we're at it, figure out the rest of the banishment ritual. I found the remains of the person who was in here to find. There's nothing I can do to help, I just get out of here and break the bad news. Complete. Return to the car. Not as run and escape, which means we can explore the rest of this place. God damn it. You cannot. I've tried so many times. You cannot beat them up. I've tried something that I've spent, I don't know how much time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I recovered a small. Oh, okay, we got some bullets now, so we can deal with a cultist if we really need to. Alright, well, that's all the rooms, I believe. Those are actually plus didn't actually give me keys, so maybe I should be more reserved with my picks in the future. Return to the car, true thing. The news of the death did not, it seems, come entirely unexpected to the poor soul waiting for my return. They seemed to appreciate my efforts as I made my excuses. They pressed a wallet into my hands, explaining that I had been left behind by a previous visiting occult investigator. Most of the engraving was too rather to read the full matter. Okay. The first one was KZ. So we know it's KZ, space, BTI. One of these will actually figure out the rune for, but the other one will say God's rune. Because the god of we're banishing. And that's either AGN or BTI. We don't know yet. So one of these two secret ones is either AGN or BTI. And the rune, and it can repeat. So don't think it can. But we're nearing the 30-minute mark here, so right now I'm going to end the episode, and we will continue next time and hopefully finish this run in the next episode, if not the episode after that. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!